Alright, in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to do a wolf. A wolf with an open mouth, so showing its teeth and its tongue and its fangs and everything. This is going to be a different kind of a wolf than you probably have seen in the past. Now, I have my mirror back here to take a look, and I have my mirror right here so I can get to fine detail. I'll try to keep the mirror out of the camera view too much so you can see more of the face. Try to adjust myself here. So I'll try to do it because I know the last video I did, the last tutorial, it was right in the way sometimes. But start off, we're going to take a sponge with a little bit of white, and I'm going to create the muzzle and mouth fur effect. Now with this is what's cool. You don't have to be perfect with it. You're going to be using stroking motions, so you can create the fur without having to, dab. So there's not going to be too much dabbing. Right now, I'm going to kind of create the muzzle effect around the mouth, a little down. I'm just going to stroke it out. So it creates a kind of a fur effect. I'm going to do a little bit up on the nose. A little bit up in the eyebrow part. Okay. Now, like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to layer different colors on top to create different effects. Right now I just want to get the white down where it's going to go. Okay. Now I'm going to take a little bit of brown. I'm going to do the same thing with a little bit of brown. Forgot with the white. I want to get around the eyes a little bit. And right underneath. I know this looks really, really funny, but you're going to get it once I actually start putting the other colors down. Now I'm going to take that little bit of brown. I'm going to do a kind of a streakiness up onto the nose a little bit, and kind of streak it around underneath the eye. I'm going to do a little bit right up near the white and in between. Now if your paint seems to be a little too wet, that's fine. It's not going to hurt it at all. Alright? Now this is the most important part. You want to take a clean sponge to make your gray with. Okay? You're going to pick up a little bit of black and you're going to dab it out so you don't get too much. Then you're going to go in and you're going to pick up your white so that it's almost like a dry white. Now you're going to cover the entire rest of the face with the gray, okay, except for the muzzle part. Alright? And you're going to just streak it out and create different parts. You're going to want to blend it into the brown a little bit so it takes care of the harshness of the brown. And you're going to just want to streak it in as much as possible so it's not so harsh looking. If you need to, pick up a little bit more, keep it nice and dry so you can get that nice streakiness out of it. Okay? So it looks kind of rough. You don't want it to look too, perfect. You can even take a little bit of white and you can dab it in to different places. Streak down, across. Try and get more of a fur effect just by taking that dry sponge, kind of streaking it around. So now that I have that, I'm going to go in with my black, with my number 6 and my black, and I'm going to do the nose, which is a nice round bulbous nose. Color the whole thing in. And you're not going to go down to the lip because you're going to use that for some of the teeth. So you're going to kind of round it out. Bring it up to this point. Now that you have that, now you're going to want to do the lower end. So I'm going to take a little bit off from it, not the complete side of it, not the complete corner. And you're going to create that. Now, I usually make it a little thicker because this is actually your lower lip area. Now, don't worry about those empty areas, okay? We're going to fix those up a little bit, but first I want to get the whole muzzle part. So just work out your details a little bit, and then we're going to create fangs. Right there. Okay. And on the lower jaw. Okay. Also with the black, we're going to create let me adjust that one. We're going to create the tongue and fill in the rest. Now don't worry if it doesn't look right, because you're going to go over it with pink and red and everything else, and having that little bit of black there is really going to make it pop. Alright, so now that we have that, we're going to round this out just a little bit Make it come in towards the eye. Then we're going to do the little whisker marks. We're going to outline the eye too. So we now have that. Now we're going to take a dry brush with a little bit of black on it, and this is where I'm going to take my mirror. I'm going to create some frown lines across the nose. Because this is a mean wolf. He's growling at everybody. Just going to take some of it and I'm going to kind of round it out around the actual muzzle. Get some lines there to show how angry it is. I'm going to create kind of a furrow. Alright. And now I can go in with the details. Just really punch this up to make it look really cool. Using light strokes with the tip, your paint will go a long way and it'll create these nice fine lines. That you'll be able to adjust details with. And right now I'm just adding in hair effects. And this is where I said that skin void doesn't really matter. Because you're going to create that fur effect or a little bit around it to really make it pop. Okay? Now we're going to go back in, and I'm going to take some pink. And we're going to go just underneath as part of a pink gum line. Now it's going to look really subdued at first, and you're just going to layer up the pink until you get it nice and pink where you want it. Okay? You're going to do the same thing with the pink and the tongue in here. So now I'm going to pick up just a little bit of red with that. I'm going to shade it in, make it a little bit more prominent. I'm going to take my white and I'm going to fill in my teeth now so you can really see them. And if you notice, I'm allowing it to pick up a little bit of that black, so it really shades them down a little bit. Okay, I'm also going to take this white. I'm going to outline a few little things, and I'm going to give dimension to more of the fur. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to outline some of these frown lines and furrows, so it gives it more of a three-dimensional feel. And just this little bit of detail here really adds to it, makes it more realistic. Alright, now I'm going to go in with a little bit of brown and a little bit of yellow, dry brushing it. onto the teeth a little. And now I'm going to re-outline the teeth so they really pop. I'm going to just do this with fine lines. Last but not least, I'm going to take just a little bit of white. I'm going to dab it right on top of the teeth to give them a little bit of an extra punch. And there you go, a mean wolf. So this is my rendition. I think it's kind of mean looking. I think it's kind of scary. You know, it's got the open mouth and everything. You can do it any which way you want. There's plenty of ways to do it where you do it underneath the mouth and make it look more prominent. This, I thought, would look scarier, but this is just my version. So you may have your own way of doing it, your own color scheme. You can do it any which way you want. That's the great thing about face painting. No two designs are the same. Even if somebody's copying them, they're never going to be the same. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'll take plenty of pictures of it, or at least one front, one side, and one close-up, and you'll be able to see more detail in the face. All the photos will be placed right below the video in the blog. So take a look, copy, practice, practice, practice. And I'll talk to you in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching.